nigga Biggie Smalls trying to turn into the Black Frank White. We had to grow dreads to change our description. 2 cops is on the milk box missing. Showed they toes, you know they got stepped on. A fist full of bullets, a chest full of Teflon. Run from the police, picture that, nigga. I'm
Boom. Alright, so we're here back again. We got we're here at Giants. But if you're in Manawa 2, it's Central's Autos. So they're the distributor and maker. So yeah, we're here. And we're about to go and rock inside. And we see our test results. See what happened. So yeah, the oil that we tested was the oil that had separated. And yeah, I'll explain it again at the end. But gee, let's go inside and go see what these results say and what the fuck is going on. Let's see if it's still comes out good. So yeah, coming, Boo-Boo.
If it goes bad, it will just be bad, but if it goes good, it will just be good.
Let's get in there. Let's go. Drums from Red Africa. So we'll go down here, see what our test results are at. The bro about to read them out. Oh, I have no idea. Let's see. Giant covers, pretty much everything. See as well that they're going to make an online page where you can order and book all your stuff from the online. So yeah, hopefully that will go well too. So all the people who are like out of town, you can order through there. Oh, let's get in there. Dakota. Okay, we're back in the chambers now. So we didn't film in there because we were both looking at the test. So there is some results that come in, which is fucking interesting. Really freaking interesting. So now we're going to take it to the next level to do another test. So the engine oil that we tested was Giant's oil, and it did 1 dyno run. So it was on the dyno for 6 hours, okay? We've got those temperatures right up there, the fucking baking, with on the limit, you know, hot cut, you know, quite a lot, okay? As I said, we tune it hot. Again, why do we tune it hot? It's so that when it does get hot, it doesn't lean out and do anything fucking weird when it is getting hot. And then when hot cut kicks in, it can drop the revs down and it does what it's got to do, okay? And because it's a burnout car. So, the oil's been tested. I'm going to give you a rundown from what we understand, or understand how it went down. And then we'll get to the next bit. So, here's our diagnostics. Yeah, disregarding the time and oil limits accuracy because basically it was dynoed and we hadn't done a previous test, but we'll get there. So lead level was abnormal. So yeah, we'll get to the other levels were satisfactory. Silicon, which is in your oils, you guys can see what it says there. Dirt sealant material. Satisfactory water content, acceptable fuel dilution, satisfactory. So we're going to get to this in a minute. Oh, so that's your fuel when it goes for the oil. So when you pour the oil out and you smell fuel, we got satisfactory. Viscosity within the specifics, operating range, action, check for sources. So yeah, we're going to get to here in a minute. Resample at a reduced service. Blah blah blah. Weird trend. Note: device check sampling procedure is sample contained visible white fiber. The white fiber, I don't know what that is. It's probably actually dust because we did use the oil that was sitting in the bottom of the pan, okay, that had separated. So that white fibre stuff, it's sweet. And it shows. It picks up shit in the air. Like, you couldn't see it. Didn't see it in the oil, whatever. But it shows. The analysis do find that stuff. So that's pretty good, okay? You know, we're going to get back to ppms and shit now. So, all the sampling. So everything was in order. Everything was pretty much KD Pi. They did kilometers 6. Yeah, it was actually hours, but it's how they got to do it. Etc. Yeah, it's where we come into a problem. But other than that, everything was really, really good. So, they said pretty much everything is normal for this oil. All perfectly normal. Now, lead. The lead levels were freaking high. So what lead levels normally read is that there is actually, well, there's a lot, quite a lot of things that it can add up to. And it's adding up to bearing wear. Your level should be around 30. Those are at 75. But as we said, when we were pulling the sump off, and we take the bung out from the sump, there's been nothing on there, like 0. So they were like, okay, yeah, that's interesting. Because with those levels, there should be signs. But there was nothing. There's been no slight film. So normally you'd have, and also we came down, well then, if it's bearing, shouldn't we have copper high? But copper is low, because copper and lead is in bearings when they make them and shit. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's, yeah. But way off, really high. Way off, really high. Also, this could lead to soldering from doing water lines. So the solder in that. And yeah. So we're going to get back to it. We're going to find out what's going on. Because if it's the bearings that are, about to hand grenade, we have a way ahead of us indication it is. But they're just confused because everything else in the bearings is not reading high. You get what I mean? But there's no other place that lead can come from because we don't use leaded fuel. And everything else that we stick in there doesn't have lead. Apparently also some coolants can have lead. But you would know if you've got a coolant issue because the wheel seals will be on. The other thing that we said is that, okay, could it be caused from step wear in the motor? So they're like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe that's what the indication is. If it is, that's pretty wild when you think about there's that much happening to your fucking engine, which is crazy. The other thing is it can come down to temperatures, which we're like, okay, yeah, that's sweet, but there's still no lead in the oil. The oil product doesn't have lead in it. So we've got a few things we're going to find out. Is it bearings, side plates, or housings? Is it just wear? We don't know. So what we're going to do now is actually test. So I've got Penrite oil that I had from before that I used. It's done 3 events. It's done about fucking, I don't know, 8-10 skids, whatever. And what will happen there is that we're going to test that stuff now to see if the lead levels are low or they're high. Now, if they're low, okay, then we've got, we could be having some bearing wear. Even though it's not really, yeah, it's mixed. It's like, it could be a warning sign, but then sometimes it could just be something that's just naturally happening in the motor. But even though, yeah, we're all like sitting there going, what the fuck, all right? It can also be from originally the oil, like, because we've never done a full flush out the whole thing, but because it could be oil coolers as well, they said. So we're just trying to narrow it down. So not trying to freak out. Like the engine's like, oh no, it's gonna fucking hand grenade, because I'm gonna still try and get in it and go fucking send it sometime soon. But yeah, so what we're going to do is going to run another test. So again, another test is getting set up. It's getting sent over. We're going to run the Penrite oil in it, and then we're going to send that way, and then we're going to find out what those levels are, which will be good. So if they're reading 75 again, or if they're higher, and then this one's lower, then we know, okay, it's safe. Because you can't, if you've got bearing wear, you're not going to go fucking higher then come down. You can only go higher and higher and higher and higher because it's wearing more and more shit. But yeah, again, also, so usually, the thing I was saying before about copper is usually really, really readable when you're running a motor in and it's new. So that's why I said to them, I was like, well, yeah, they're made out of both things. Shouldn't there be a higher reading in copper? And they're like, yeah, it should actually be, they both should be reading really high if it's bearings. So anyway, that's the analysis. We're going to get back to you guys, and yeah, so we'll tell you when I'm going to send the Penrite stuff off, then we'll give it a reading, and then find out what the truck's going on. Let's just hope that the lead content is high in that. And then yeah, but also it could, they said it could be low oil pressure as well. I think my engine has it's oil. I don't know. I don't even have a fucking proper oil thing on it, so it could be that. It could have low oil pressure. But yeah, again, that engine's coming up over 10 years old, and yeah, it probably won't hurt if we fucking break it down and give it a rebuild. I just don't want to because I can't afford it, but yeah, see what happens. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. We're going to get back to you. We're going to find out what's going on. And let's just have fingers crossed that the Penrite stuff has high lead or higher numbers everywhere else. Yeah, whatever. But again, this is from the people that test all the oils in New Zealand. And even though we're like, don't go bother checking forums because it's all fucking forums will give you like a million different ideas. But basically, all the oil is fine. It's mint. Nothing's separated. Everything's doing what it's got to do. It's just that number there we're concerned about. Just my fucking luck. Anyway, we'll see what happens next time, eh? Stay tuned next video for that. Anyway, thank you, and we'll see you soon.